I had a speech in front of all the leadership persons, leaders of the company I work in. And on this day and the days before, I noticed I was very much in ego mode. I wanted to do it perfect. I wanted to, made a good impression in front of all these people. And I had to laugh on myself a little bit, because after all these satsangs, I noticed, wow, Maya still had the power to pull me into this ego mode. And I wanted to ask how you, Sanjay, or a sage in general would deal with such situations. Would they do such a speech? Would they do it completely spontaneously, or would they also prepare, but prepare completely unattached to the result or to the impression he or she will make on the persons that listen to the speech, just so I can do it better next time? Thank you.
Look, spontaneity definitely keeps it organic and without any real motive, especially in satsangs. Let's start from the satsang. So, there was no motive even to start any satsang. I have to be very honest. There was no motive. Because what do you want to prove? Do you want to prove someone that you know others don't know? It is the worst ego you can say. It just happened the way it has to happen. I have no clue. And only time I had big issue with the satsang was first satsang, because there was a satsang going on in Sydney and they said you should start in Melbourne, and when I was supposed to do the first time, I asked what should I do, and they said, look, do this and then do this and then do this and then do this, like 3 or 4 things. Reading from this book, doing this bhajan, doing this. It was so difficult for me to do that way. I felt so uneasy, because it looked like there is no divine intervention. It's mechanical, like a parrot. You do this, this, this and done, and then mechanical, and then come back. You can keep doing it again and again, every day the same thing. Like the priest does in the temple, he does all the rituals. It's like a ritual, mechanistic. Like a book reading, or someone reads a book. And you will not believe, I have seen this is the way the satsangs are held, not in any particular religion or sect, but everywhere. They pick up a holy book, they keep reading from that. And someone who has no clue about the essence will explain its meaning in its own conditioned mind. So he is confused and he is confusing others. And it's so mechanistic, so dry, no energy, no divine in it. So my explanation is that whatever spontaneous you can do in job, at work, or that's best, whichever comes in flow. But yes, in technical, in professional life, sometimes you have to prepare PowerPoint presentations to put a point, and you are gathering the relative knowledge, you are reading through it. Because I take lectures and I teach fellows and trainees and others. So I have to prepare slides. When you're preparing slides, you have to put things which have been discovered only in last few days. So you have to search, you have to do PubMed search, or you have to check journals, and you want to be full of the present knowledge about that. Whether it is limited or whatever understanding, you give them the best what you can give at this. This is also honesty and, giving the best. I remember in my college days, as doing my MBBS, we used to get notes from our seniors, who have passed few years ago. And the teacher was saying exactly the same thing after a few years, exactly the same. So we never used to go to the class because we used to get those notes. and and from my own experience, I realized that to keep someone's interest in you have to get the new life into it. When you are presenting something, you have to be the latest. You have to know, not just copy paste from some source, but so every time, though I might be talking on the same topic, but the students are different, I can just put the last year's talk and can finish it off. No one will comment on it, but I will feel it's like a stale. I will not feel like I've given something. And because when you tell, you learn, you yourself learn. So I think best is to do the best, whatever you can do, whether you are doing your knowledge of things, you are making a nice PowerPoint, do your best, but not with that doership. Just because this knowledge is important to disseminate, that's why you're collecting and passing on, not to prove that you are smarter than them. No, not for that reason at all, So, and I have to tell you, Alex, a beautiful thing. Once we understand this whole game of illusory I, and our witnessing makes everything so transparent. So much of light is there in this understanding that our ego cannot hide. It has nowhere to hide. When it has nowhere to hide, the only thing it is scared of is witnessing. Witnessing dissolves it. Witnessing takes it away. I heard as a kid, if you have a fire in your hand, the ghost will not be there. Because in India, as kids, we were all about ghost stories, and there's a ghost, and So I heard from someone that, if you have fire, so we used to keep that candle or mombatti, So in case if there's a ghost, it might go away. Same is this ghost of Maya and this I. It goes away in the light of pure witnessing. And I have to say, a lot of us don't understand when I'm saying it is a 24 hours job. Okay, you are working, you're doing something, you can't pay attention to the self. But who is paying attention to the self if you are the self? That looks like there are two people. One is self, I am, and then there is someone putting attention on the self. You just stay, you are the source, you are seeing everything, you are seeing bodies, you are seeing this body, you are seeing a situation. Stay like that. But remember, when a situation comes where this I am the body idea engrosses, or a thought takes away, or someone says something and you get hurt or you get proud, or when this reaction happens, that is the time when you have to be in full alert mode of this awareness as a witness, that you don't get drowned in that energy of Maya. And this is the practice. So who will be more alert and awake when there is supposed to be a reaction is the one who is always prepared in that witnessing, who is watching things going and coming. And more you contemplate on Brahman, this awareness, it has so much of power that you are just remembering it will drop down everything. So we say that in morning or whenever you have free time, just spend time with your own self. Still, a lot of people don't understand. They will sit and they will be thinking about something. When this thinking mind is coming, see that this thinking mind is also coming in me, in my awareness. Actually, I have to say, we have made ourselves so small that our attention is only on mind. only on thoughts. And it is not that thoughts makes us. Thoughts are in us, mind is in us, word is in us, all bodies are in us. Everything is in us. Can we focus on that in which everything is in? Even the people whom you are presenting, even that presentation, even this body, even your ego, everything is in it. And yet you are uninvolved. Though your body is doing presentation, but you are witnessing impartially this body doing an act and other bodies listening to that act, and everything is happening in that act. Because problem lies in only one thing. Our whole conditioning is looking into our thoughts. While everyone knows that Brahman is everywhere, even in your pen, pencil, gadgets, house, trees, birds, animals, whatever you see, all this infinitely vast universe is self. But because of this old habit, we keep self as body and mind. We cannot see anywhere else. It is like a knot. You know, you have a long piece of cloth, and you put a knot in it. Your attention will go only on the knot, not on the whole length. Somehow, these thoughts which are coming only in a limited area, our attention goes there, not in this vastness of everything. Because of habit. Liberation is the easiest, but you just have to click to it. That what is holding on to this liberation? Our thoughts. But why our thoughts? Because we are always interested in thoughts. We are not interested in anything else. And these thoughts, when we are with them, they are also guiding us to do this, to do that. Doership all the time. No rest. Watch it. Let one day in a week, you don't listen to your thoughts, listen to your mind. You just stay as what you are. That is why they say that door to liberation is no mind. In Hindi we say man. From man, when it becomes aman, no man, no mind. And why this mind troubles us? Because our attention is on the mind, which is nothing but thoughts. And why on thoughts? Because our conditioning says, if I satisfy my thoughts, I'll be happy. It is that type of relationship we have with our mind. Let's say you have a very negative thoughts or thought full of anger. What you want that thought to go away so you can sleep. We don't know how to coexist with a negative thought and be in bliss. Because our whole attention goes on to these thoughts all the time. And there is only one reason. We have adopted them as mine. My thought. So I need to sort it out. If this noise in the head has no relationship with us, then we are in that vastness of self. And we all know that in deep sleep, we have no idea of I, me, mine, body, mind, nothing. And we are in bliss. And when we wake up, this chatter comes and this I comes and doership comes and the word comes, and then we get. Every night in dream, We get hurt, we get pleasure, we get pain. And when it ends, we feel so nice. Oh, it was a bad dream. But the problem is then the second bad dream starts, this waking dream. And we don't know how to get out of it. The short practice by which you can get out of it is keep remembering. That is what satsang is. Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasana. What is that? You listen, you keep contemplating, you keep remembering about Brahman. And because we are Brahman, we are alone. There is no one else apart from us. This is all our creation. When we wake up, the whole world wakes up. When we sleep, the whole world sleeps. We are the king. We are the kingmaker. We are the word maker. There is nothing beyond us. Whom can we impress? We are getting impressed by our own creation. There is no one, no other to impress on anything. Still, the mind gives thoughts and it makes us run for things. For pleasure of whom? Pleasure of one body. But I am every body. Then why I am interested only in pleasing this body, in all types of sensory indulgence? Because I identify with this body. This is the illusion. Illusion has to go. This ignorance that I am the body can go away if you stay as witness to whatever. You see an ego coming, ego wants to impress others. Just watch it and have a smile on it and let it be. That is also coming from the self. That is coming from the Brahman. Others are criticizing you. They want to prove their ego. You just smile. They are also playing role in your own awareness. Your ego, their ego, this ego, that ego, this person, this relationship, this situation, all is just like waves in it. Enjoy it. Bless everyone. Even the devil wave or good wave or bad wave. It is your play. You are the director of this play. Enjoy your bliss. Watch everything coming to you, coming and going. And yet, because you are watching as a witness uninvolved, you are in Brahman. You are in supreme bliss. Even when the death will come, it will take away some of this play. It will take away one of these forms, whether this body form or other body form. And you are still in witness watching the show. So you are that immortal which death cannot touch. Only staying as a witness in pure awareness is moksha, is freedom from death. It is immortal self. There is no other way. If you think staying as body in body, you can defeat death, no one is able to do it. People need to understand this knowledge and understanding of this knowledge and staying as Brahmvid, the one who knows Brahman, is eternal freedom right now from everything.